Right, guys. Okay, let's go. So weighted rucksack, football, resistance band, and your mat. Let's get going. So let's start off with our windmills. So we're coming down, reaching down towards the toes. So we're going for 10 here. Get your nice stretch on the hamstrings on the back of the legs. And let's get my watch going. Good stuff. Excellent. Right, switch down 10 of those. We're going to push out to the side 10 times. Nice big push. Make sure you're getting a nice stretch down the side of the body. And then once you've done your 10 pushes, we're going for our leg swings. Good work. So toes coming up to the hands, so 10 of those. And then once you've done your 10 leg swings, we've got 10 small squats, just nice and shallow as we are still in warm-up mode. Good stuff. So 10 here. And then going to start a jog on the spot. We have 5 arm circles in one direction and 5 in the other. Very excited, I've got a new gym floor. Finally, it's nice and soft so my feet don't pound on the floor. I wish I'd had that for the last year. Excellent, guys, I'm going to go into our lunges. So stepping forwards, arms above the head. Good work. I always feel like I sound like a massive elephant when I'm doing the cardio stuff with the hard floor, so hopefully this will be a bit better. Good work, guys, and then with your next one, you're going to step between the 2 hands, you're going to twist towards the bent knee, you're going to step back and repeat on the other side for 6 times. So alternating legs this time, so stepping forwards, foot between the hands, twist towards the bent knee, stepping back, and give me 6 of these. Little pause in that lunge position. We're getting into the glutes and the hip flexors. Good stuff, and then once you're done, come into a downward dog. Take the bottom into the air and you're going to walk the heels 10 times. Good stuff. And then once you've done that, you're going to walk the hands back towards the toes. Just hang there for a couple of secs and then roll yourself up nice and carefully. And then we're back to a jog again. This one is boxing. We've got 10 jab crosses. And we'll do some squat kicks. So lead with the heel for the kick, into the glutes. Then you've got some hooks. So 10 hooks, elbows up to shoulder height, coming into the side there while you're jogging. Another 4 squat kicks. Make sure with the kick you're leading with the foot. And then you're going to your uppercuts, 10 uppercuts. And again, another 4 squat kicks. Go really pushing out that heel and squatting down. And then we finish off with our 10 singles on each side. Good stuff. And then give me 4 more squat kicks as well, so just getting those legs working. And then when you're done, if you can grab your resistance band, and we're just going to warm up the upper body nice and quickly. Just going to do 10 pulls here. So nice and quick. Keep a lot of, don't have too much tension on the band, we're just in warm up. We've got plenty of time for that later. So keep the band nice and loose. And then 10 from side to side. Sliding the band down from side to side. And then once you finish 10 there, you're going to take the band to the thighs, take the band over behind you and stretching out, so stretching into the chest. So we go 6 here. So touching the thighs, take the arms behind you, stretch out. Just go of your own level here, whatever flexibility you've got, just feel that nice stretch across the chest. So 6 here for me. And then once you finish, we're going to have the band in front again, a loose bit of resistance, and we're just going to go from side to side. 10 here for me, good stuff. And then once you finish those 10, we're going to go back to our jogging. We're just going to repeat the boxing and jogging and the kicks for me. Excuse me, so back to the jab crosses. 10 nice and quick, and then the 4 squat kicks. Just starting to get that heart rate up a little bit, legs working. And into your hooks, elbow up nice and high. 10 hooks. Again, the 4 squats, pushing out that heel. And then we're going to go into our uppercuts. And then another set of the squats and kicks. Make sure you're really pushing out that heel. And then we finish off with the singles on each side. So 10 on each side. And your 4 squats and the kicks, and then hopefully 9 nice and warmed up. So just walk on the spot when you're finished. 5 arm circles in one direction, and then 5 in the other. Okay, I'm putting it all in today. I mixed everything from last year. We're sticking with the 100 rep theme still. So we've got 10 exercises, 10 repetitions. You don't need any equipment for this round. This is our cardio round to get us nice and warmed up. So when you're ready, we have got 10 star jumps. I'm going to go a bit ahead of you so we know what's going on. So 10 star jumps, side to side step for the low impact version. After 10 star jumps, straight to 10 spotty dogs, nice on arms and legs. And then 10 burpees. Good stuff. Nice and quick with those burpees. We've got 10 here. And then after our burpees, we've got 10 heel kicks. So kicking the bottom, arms up the head. Good work. Then after heel kicks, we're back down for squat thrust. In that plank position, jumping the knees towards the chest. Try not to stick the bottom up. Try and keep it all nice and low. You can walk them in if you need to, or if that's too much, you can give me 10 knee to elbows. Good work. After your squat thrust, high knees, knees up nice and high, get them past the hips. And then we're back down for 10 mountain climbers. Plank position again, drive the knees towards the elbows, 10 mountain climbers. And then we've got 10 side shuffles. Little shuffles on your toes, get as many in as you can, and using all the space that you have. So 10 here, just tiny little shuffles. And then after your 10 side shuffles, 10 knee to elbow, get that elbow, that knee right up to the elbow, and the upper body's having that little twist. Don't come down, keep it all nice and upright. And then we've got 10 side to side jumps. Good stuff. Hopefully that's warmed you up nicely. When you're ready, football time. If you can grab your football cushion ball, it doesn't have to be a football, but just something that you can use to hold and use for some of the exercises. Again, we're going with 100 reps. 2 of them are core, so you need to have your mat handy. We've got 4 cardio exercises that we're going to do twice, and then 2 core exercises. The first one is power jacks with your ball. You're going to touch the floor, ball above your head. 10 here for me. So 10 power jacks. And after your 10 power jacks, the ball's coming on the floor, and you're going to jump over the ball 10 times. If that's too much of the jump, you can step and squat. After your 10 squat jumps, toe taps, don't put any weight on the ball. You're barely touching it and you want that ball to stay as still as you can. Good work. Then after your 10 toe taps, 10 skaters, you can bring the ball into the chest and touch the floor. So as you come down, take the ball down, bring it back up into the chest. 10 here for me. And then what we do, we're doing another round of those 4 exercises, just 10 reps. So once you're only 10 skaters, back to 10 power jacks. And then your jumps over the ball, so popping your ball down and jumping over. I'm going to step, I've got a bad knee. So you can step over and have a little squat. Then you've got your 10 toe taps again. Try not to let the ball move. And then after your 10 toe taps, your skaters touch the floor, bring the ball into chest. I'm doing them slowly to demonstrate. So 10 here for me. Excellent work, guys. And then down onto the floor for 2 core exercises. We've got Russian twist, but the ball's going up and over. So leaning back, feet off, tap, and arch the ball over. 10 here for me. Good work. And then we've got overhead sit-ups. Ball comes into your chest, As you come up, take the ball over your head, back into your chest. So 10 here for me. Try not to use those hands to help you get up. Just 2 core exercises. Good stuff. And then once you've done your 10, ball away for the moment, up you pop, and grab your nice heavy rucksacks. Good stuff. So the rucksacks, they can be filled with beans, obviously in the cans. Any cans, books, maybe wrap them up in a towel or a blanket or something, and it just helps stop them jingling around when they're on your back. It makes it a bit uncomfortable while it's on your back. Right, okay, a lot of leg work. We've got 100 reps of squats to start with. So rucksack on, pull the straps tight so it stays flush against your body. Key things to remember, tummy pulled in, nice and tight, looking after that back, and try not to let the weight hunch you over. Shoulders down and try and stay upright with your torso. Okay, first one is our squats. So when you're ready, we've got 10 squats, let's go. So 10 normal squats, coming down nice and low, squeeze the glutes as you come up. Good work, so we're doing 10 normal squats, into 10 pulses down at the bottom. And then after your 10 pulses, we've got narrow into wide. 10, so each squat is 1. This is the first round. Good work, so 10 narrow into wide. These ones coming up each time. And then once you've done 10 of those into sumo, so the toes are going out to the side and the knees, and we're coming down nice and low. Pushing the knees as far out to the side as you can. Remember, try not to hunch over that rucksack, coming up nice and tall. And then 10 pulses. Halfway through on the reps. And then we're straight back into normal squats. Bring those legs in, sitting right back, squeezing back to our normal squats. Another 10 here. So sitting as far back as you can, getting that bottom nice and low. And then after 10 normal, 10 pulses. And then you've got your in and out ones. You can stay low if you want to make these a bit harder, or coming up in between each one. Make sure you've got the difference between the wide and then the narrow, pushing everything back. So 10 here, and then you're back into your sumos again, toes going out to the side and the knees coming over. 10 sumos, nice and low. These 100 reps go quite quickly. Good stuff. And then your 10 pulses, nice and again a little bit lower this time with those 10 pulses. And then once you're done, you can have a little shake off, and then we're on to our lunge repetitions. So again, 100 reps with the lunges. Our first one is a back lunge, knee drive. 10 on this side, don't alternate. We're staying on the same side for our lunge reps before we swap to the other side. So big step back, knee coming up. Once you're on 10 of those, 10 static, up and down. Make sure it's an up and down movement and not coming forwards and backwards. And then once you're done full range, pulses. And then we swap to do the same on the other side. So back lunge, knee coming up. Good stuff. Keep going with those ones. Down. I like to block out the sun, but it's my eyes. And then once you've done your back lunge, knee drive, 10 static full range. Again, watch the upper body, it's not coming forwards. Remember, it's up and down. And then you've got your 10 pulses down at the bottom. Excellent work, guys. And then we've got a side lunge into a curtsy. So you're coming out to the side, bring that leg behind you into curtsy. So sweeping the leg behind, out to the side, sweep behind. So 10 on this side. Good stuff. And then when you've done 10 on that side, you're going to swap to the other side. So big step, make sure you feel that in the inner thigh, and then the outer glutes in the curtsy. Good work. Almost at the end of the 100 reps. Good stuff. And then once you finish those, we've just got our single leg squats. If you want to use your chair or bench, legs out in front, sitting down, powering up with that quad, or you can just keep them here and just coming down and up again. Just watch your back as you've got that rucksack. 10 on each side for me. If you're on your seat, you're not sitting, you're literally just tapping down, driving up with that leg. Just makes it a little bit harder and gives you something to aim for with the bottom. Excellent, guys, so 10 on each side. That's your 100 reps of squats, 100 reps of lunges. Once you're done, rucksack off. Don't worry, we're coming back to the legs. We haven't done with the legs. Okay, give the legs a shake off. We're back to our cardio. 10 exercises, 10 reps, 100 reps all together. Just keep that heart rate up. So when you're ready, we're back to our star jumps. Let's go. 10 star jumps, straight into 10 spotty dogs. Straight into 10 burpees, no break, 100 reps, all in one go. So 10 burpees. I said I'm just going ahead so you know what's coming up. 10 burpees, into 10 heel kicks, kick in the bottom, arms off the head. Excellent, then you got down for your 10 squat thrusts. So down on the floor, jumping the feet in and out. Try not to stick that bottom up high, keep everything low. And then after your 10 squat thrusts, 10 high knees. And then we're back down again with 10 mountain climbers. And then after your mountain climbers, you've got your side shuffles. And with tiny little steps with your feet, little shuffles across. Using up all the space you've got. 10 of those. And again, keep a line on your toes like you're jogging on the spot. We're going side to side, so 10 of those. Then you've got 10 knee to elbow. And then after your 10 knee to elbow, you've got your 10 side to side jumps. So right guys, I've already had a mini break. Grab a drink, just walk around there, don't just suddenly stop after that cardio. And then time to pop your rucksack back on. Good stuff. I have a feeling the rucksacks and stuff aren't going to disappear when we come out outside. We're still going to need all this stuff. Right, okay. Back to the legs. Same thing, same principle, 100 reps. Squats, 100 reps of lunges, but I'm going to change a few things around just a bit. Right, okay. When you're ready, straight into 20 squats this time, rather than 10, so 20 normal squats. Sitting down, pushing back as you're coming up. So 20 here, lots of reps to really work on that technique. Squeezing the glutes as you come up. And again, make sure you're really watching the back. You're not hunching over, tummy pulled in, torso up nice and tall. Because hopefully you've got really, really heavy rucksacks. I can't see you, see, so I can't tell, but I will when we're in person. After your 20 squats, we're down for 20 pulses. We're staying down for the whole 20 pulses. Nice and low for me. Really push the glutes out. So 20 here. And then we got our in and out squats. 3 options. To carry with your pulses, you've got the normal ones. When you're coming up, you've got the ones where you're staying down. Or hold on to stretch your rucksack. You can do jump, narrow into wide, or a mix of all 3. You've got 20 reps. So choose if you want to start with the lower impact ones, then progress onto the ones where you're not coming up each time and staying down, pressure on those quads, and then maybe finish your last 10 as a jump. So you've got the narrow into wide. So 20 altogether of those ones. Good stuff. We're 60 reps in. Then sumo. So this time, on the legs nice and wide, the toes are coming right out, the knees are coming out here like a plie in ballet. And this time, you lift the heel up with each one. So 10 here. Then we'll do 10 pulses. We'll do this round twice. So lifting your heel up each time with the sumos. And if you can with the pulses, lift both heels off, pulse down at the bottom. Doesn't matter if you can't, just pop those heels back down, but if you can, core's going to work a bit harder for balance, then back into the full range, taking one heel off each time. Get that bottom nice and low. Again, you're pushing these out to the side here like a plie, and then your last 10 pulses down at the bottom. Good work. Once you're done, little shake off for me. And then we're on to our lunge routine. We're doing everything on the same leg before we swap over to the other side. So back lunge, knee drive. Again, you can jump this if you want to. I suggest holding the straps of your rucksack so it's not banging against you, otherwise stay with the lower impact ones. Once you've done 10 there, 10 pulses down, 10 full range. Trying to get that bottom knee, back knee down to the ground. And then 10 pulses down at the bottom. Once you've done your pulses, don't change, single leg squats. Bring the leg forwards, sitting back for your single leg squats. And then that same leg that was coming out, it's coming out to the side, sweeping behind for your curtsy lunge and side lunge. So stay with the same leg. So this leg, mine's my left, has been staying still for the whole 50 reps. And then we will do the same on the other side. Excellent, guys. Little shake off once you've done that. And then we're back to the other side for me. So starting off with the back lunge and knee drive. So back lunge, knee coming up. Again, you can jump these if you want to, but it's definitely hold the straps of the rucksack. Make sure that back lunge is nice and low. Bring that knee up, whoops, nice and high. After 10 there, 10 full range static. Back knee down towards the ground. Watch your torso so it's not coming forwards. If it helps, hold the straps. It kind of naturally brings the chest back. 10 pulses. And then straight through with your single leg squats. So this one leg, now my right, is staying still throughout all of this. And then after your single leg squats, side lunge and curtsy, 10 here for me. Hopefully feeling the burn a little bit on the legs. Good work. And then once you've done those 10 of those ones, take your rucksack off. Don't get rid of it though, because we will be using it later for the upper body. And then straight into your football. No shaking off, straight into the football. Same exercise we did before. Make sure you get your mat ready for the 2 core exercises. Right, okay, so we've got our 10 power jacks, ball on the floor and above the head. Let's go. Touch the floor, overhead. 10 power jacks. And then you've got your jumping over the ball. I'm going to step the bad knee. You're going to step or jump over the ball. If you're stepping, make sure you add that little squat in, as if you haven't done enough already. And then you've got your 10 toe taps. Just tapping the ball lightly, no weight on the ball. And then you've got your 10 skaters. Down to the floor, up to the chest. 10 here. And then once you're done, we're back to the power jacks again. Touching on the floor, overhead. So 10 power jacks. Ball on the floor, 10 jumps over, all the step squats for me. Make sure you're bringing those legs right up when you're stepping. Then after your jumps, 10 toe taps. And then your 10 skaters. And then we're down onto the floor. 2 core exercises. Excellent work, guys. Right, down onto the floor straight away. You got your Russian twist. Sitting up tall, right back, legs are. Tap the ball from side to side. Big arch. Overhead. Tummy pulled in. Looking after the spine. 10 here, then you got your sit-ups. Ball into chest. Overhead and rolling back down. If that's too much, you can just take it into crunches with the ball coming forwards. Excellent work, guys. Don't come up. We now got a little core sequence while we're down here. So for our core, we've got high leg crunches again, 100 reps. I know just done some core. Keep the ball handy, so you might need that in a minute. We've got high leg crunch. Back. Use your ball for this one. You're gonna have the ball. You're gonna reach up towards your shoelaces. You can go for 20 reps here. The other options are bent knees, or you have your feet on the floor and just coming like that. So 20 reps. We're reaching up towards the shoelaces with the ball. So try to touch the ball onto the shoelaces. Good stuff. We've got 20 there. And then we have got scissors. So the legs are coming up. Again, you can keep the ball if you want to. And you're going to scissor the legs. We've got 20 scissors. Taking that heel down towards the floor. If it's too much both at the same time, you can take it into leg extensions. Just don't go so low if you're feeling it in the lower back. 20 scissors. And then we're into sit-ups again, but this time we have got jackknife sit-ups and nice arms and legs coming up, reaching up towards the toe. If that's too much, you can just go back into crunches if that's the better option for you. So coming up, 20 here. So take your time. Make sure you're not flinging those legs and arms to help you get up. Nice and slowly and controlled. So 20 here. It's hard to talk doing these. Good work. So 20 jackknife sit-ups. Excellent work, guys. So we've got 20 of those. And then we've got our bicycle crunches. So you're going to take the shoulder right across to the opposite knee. Your 20 bicycle crunches. Good work. We've just got one more core exercise after this, and we can have a little stretch off. Make sure you're taking the shoulder right across. If it's too much for the upper body, you can just cycle out the legs. Looking after that lower back, so pulling that core down towards the spine. And then once you finish your 20 bicycle crunches, we're into a plank position on your forearms. If you're on your knees, that's fine. Just get that body weight forwards, and you're tapping one foot out to the side. If you're in a proper plank, you're just tapping out to the side, 20 taps. Try not to let the bottom come up or dip down. Keep a nice straight line. And tapping the foot. Take it outside of the hips. And you've got 20 here. Face looking down towards your hands. Keep that spine in a nice position. And then once you're done, you can have a very quick breather, grab a quick drink, and then join me back up for some cardio. And then we've got the upper body to work on. Good stuff. So grab a quick drink if you need it. Not too much, as we have got some more cardio to go through. Cool, everyone doing all right. Certainly warm, I'm sweating now. Right, okay. Let's just open my door. I'm going to put the fan on in a minute. Right, okay guys, we're back to our cardio. 10 exercises, 10 reps, 100 reps. All together, let's power through. Star jumps, let's go. 10 star jumps. Into 10 spotty dogs. 10 star jumps, 10 spotty dogs, 10 burpees. Good stuff. And after your 10 burpees, we've got 10 heel kicks. Make sure you're kicking the bottom each time, arms off the head. And then we're down for our 10 squat thrusts. So 10 burpees, 10 heel kicks, 10 squat thrusts. Really brace the core with these ones. Excellent work. Got your heel kicks, your squat thrusts. And then after your squat thrust, you've got your 10 high knees. Drive the arms, get those knees up nice and high. Last one down, we've got 10 mountain climbers. You've got 10 high knees, 10 mountain climbers. After mountain climbers, up for your 10 side shuffles. Nice and quick, nice and light on the toes. And it's little pulses. And then after your 10 side shuffles, 10 knee to elbow. Knee up, nice and high. And then your 10 side to side jumps. Excellent work, guys, well done. Very quick breather, don't just suddenly stop, walking around a bit for me. And then if you can get your resistance band and your rucksack ready for the upper body. You will need your mat as well for some of the exercises. Okay, catch your breath. All the shoulders to start with, and then the chest, and then we got some triceps and bicep work. Right, back to what we did at the beginning of the warm up, but this time I want resistance the whole time, not out here. Small gap between the hands. There should be resistance when you're at the top here as well. Okay, round 1, 10 shoulder pull downs, but this time with resistance, so different to the warm up. There should be tension at the top and at the bottom. After your 10, into 10 side to side. Good work. Pulling away with the straight arm after you 10 side to side. Band under your foot, twist it around your hand. 10 alternating out to the front and out to the side, just to shoulder height and watch those shoulders don't come up towards the ears. No using the body. Everything stays nice and still. Once you've done 10 on one side, swap over to the other. So again, there should be tension. There shouldn't be any bagginess on the band. It should be tight the whole time. Even when it's down here, there should be tension the whole time. Good stuff. And then once you've done your 10 on each side, you're onto your rucksack. Again, hopefully it's nice and heavy. 10 shoulder presses with your rucksack. So coming up and down, nice and strong. You'll find your butt arching, bottom sticking out, just bend the knees, tuck the pelvis underneath. And then once you've done those, back to the resistance band. Good stuff. Okay, we're going again, 10. So that was 50, got to do the other 50 now. So 10 double pull downs. So lots of reps here. And then 10 side to side. Relatively lightweight, so we're going for lots of reps. And then after your 10 side to side, popping the band underneath. Oh, it's windy. Feel the blinds go. Oh no, not bicep curls. Out to the front and out to the side, sorry. What I was doing then, jumping ahead. Out to the front, out to the side 10 times again. Watch the body isn't moving or the shoulders are riding up. And then 10 on the other side. The front and to the side. Keep everything else nice and still. And then once you've done your 10 with the band, back onto your rucksack for 10 shoulder presses with your very heavy rucksack. Notice I keep saying very heavy rucksack. If it's not heavy and you can fling it up, then put some more weight in. Excellent work, guys, well done. That's the shoulders. Now we've got the chest to do. We are doing 2 rounds of all the upper body, so this is round number 1. Okay, 100 reps for the chest. We're going to start warming the chest up. So band in front and putting it towards you. So 10 times, just keep that chest height. Bring it in, so 10 here. And then we've got 10 side to side. Keep those going, just checking what we've got. So 10 side to side. And then you're onto your rucksack. This time we're pushing outwards. So this will be harder than going up, especially with that very heavy rucksack. 10 here for me. And then once you've done 10, we're down on the floor for 10 press-ups. So in a nice straight line of your body, your press-ups coming down and up. If you're on your knees, make sure those toes stay on the floor. Your shoulders are going over the wrists and the chest is between the thumbs. Right, once you've done your press-ups, we're staying on the floor with your rucksack. You're going to lie on the floor, you're going to grab your rucksack, and this time we're pushing it upwards. You're lying down and you're pushing it upwards 10 times. Again, this should be hard if you have a heavy rucksack. So 10 here for me. And then once you're done, carefully roll yourself up, back up onto your band. That's your first 50 reps for the chest. And then we're back to the resistance band again. So back to your band, no break. We've got 10 pulls towards the chest. And then you've got the 10 side to side, keeping the shoulders, the band at shoulder height. Good work. Then you're onto your rucksack. For your 10 pushes, again, have the knees slightly bent if you feel that lower back is feeling it. Tummy brace to help look after the back. After your 10 pushes out the rucksack, down for 10 press ups, keep the rucksack nearby for the presses. And then your 10 press ups. Tummy pulled in. And then flipping yourself onto your back with your rucksack, very carefully lying down, and then 10 presses with the rucksack coming up and down. Good stuff. And then very carefully pop your rucksack and then pop yourself up. We got triceps and biceps. So if you want to do tricep dips on your bench or chair, make sure they're pushed up against the wall, hands pointing towards the heels, elbows going backwards. You give me 20 tricep dips, or if you're using the band, you have the band behind you for 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. Any wrist issues, stick with the band. I'm going to go the dips this time. The elbows pointing backwards. And you've got 20 dips. If you need a quick breather after 10, shake the wrists off. And if you're on the band, 10 extensions on each side. Excellent work. And then once you're done, you're going to come back onto the band. We've got bicep curls. Going to pop the band under your foot, wrap your arm around, and we got 10 full range into 10 pulses. One round of these ones, all the way up and all the way down. So bring it up and lower. And then once you've done 10 full range, we've got 10 pulses here in the middle. And then the same on the other side. Again, the band shouldn't be going slack at all. It should be under tension the whole time. Even when it's down here, this muscle should be working. All the way up, all the way down, full range, and then 10 pulses here in the middle. That's all the way around everywhere. Good work. And then we're coming down onto the floor, lying down on the floor. You need your band. And we've got 10 dorsal raises. So looking down, arms out to the side, looking down towards your mat, coming up and release. 10 here, really squeeze the glutes to the after lower back. Oops. So you've got 10 here. And then after those 10, you can have your band, arms stretched out in front, pulling yourself up, and you're going to bring the band down towards the collarbone. So the whole time, really squeezing those glutes to the after lower back because you're in this position. If this is too much, you can come back to dorsal raises. You can have your hands on the floor. You can come up and release. But the whole time, make sure you're squeezing the glutes to look after their back. Good stuff. So 10 here for me. Well done. And then once you're done with those, up you pop. And we are back onto the football. This will be the last time for the football. Place, please. I'm making lots of noise. Good work, guys. Right, okay. Back to your football for me. Last round with the football. Okay, we have got our 10 power jacks. Let's go. Tapping the floor, overhead. So 10 power jacks. Nice and quick. Into your 10 jumps over the ball or steps like me. Make sure you're stepping up nice and high with those squats. And then after your 10 jumps, you got your 10 toe taps. And then your 10 skaters, ball into the chest, tapping it down, bring it up each time. Excellent, guys, then back to the beginning again, 10 power jacks. It's the last round with the football. And after your power jacks, you've got your step, squat, or your 10 jumps over the football, nice and light on the toes. You can do a little double bounce if that's a bit easier for you. So 10 power jacks, 10 jumps over the ball, 10 toe taps, no weight on the ball. And then your 10 skaters touching down, bringing the ball up to the chest each time. Excellent work, guys. And then down onto the floor for your Russian twists and your sit-ups. Good work. So sitting down, upright, leaning back, feet up if you can, tap overhead. 10 of these for me, arching up over, really squeeze the tummy into the spine, and then roll yourself down, ball into the chest, overhead, as you come up. Or the alternatives is the ball here, then you can do your crunches. Good stuff. And then once you've done those 10, up you pop nice and quick, and we're back onto a whistle stop round on the core, on the upper body, sorry. Grab a very quick drink if you need it. And then back to your resistance bands. So we're going to whistle stop tour through these ones. So back to the shoulder pull downs, all about the shoulders to start with. Back on your band. This time we've got 20. So we'll just be doing one round of each of these exercises now. We're still getting our 100 reps in, but we're going to go for 20. So 20 pull downs for the shoulders. So lots of reps here, constant tension as well. And then once you've finished the 20, you've got 10 on one side and alternating this side, 10 on one side. And then you'll do 10 on the other side. Good stuff, sliding the arm down and releasing. Good work. And then once you've done those 20, pop the band under your foot. Nice bit of tension. And this time instead of alternating, you've got 10 to the front. Remember the tips, don't let the body move or those shoulders come up towards the ears, and then 10 out to the side. Excellent work. And then once you've done that side, straight onto the other side for me. So again, 10 to the front. And then we've got 10 out to the side. And then once you finish with those ones, we're on to the rucksack for your 20 presses with the rucksack. So knees slightly bent, nice and heavy with the rucksack, 20 shoulder presses. Good stuff, so up and down 20 times. So you have those knees slightly bent if you need to, and taking the rucksack above your head. Well done, guys. So 20 of those for me. And then I'm going to take it onto the chest. So straight onto your chest pulls, no breaks in between, going from one to the other. You're doing all right, good work. So straight onto the chest pulls for me. We got 20. So pulling the band towards your chest, just at shoulder height for me. Don't let them come down or up, so it makes it a little bit easier. You want to keep them at this rate. Pulling and pushing at this height is always much harder than if it's slightly up here or slightly down. So we got 20 here, and then once you finish those 20, arm out in front, 10 on one side. So putting the band out as far as you can and release it. This straight arm is pulling as much to give extra tension, but it's staying straight. And then you've got 10 on the others. You will feel this in the shoulders as well. And then once you've finished those ones, you're onto your chest pushes with your rucksack. Knees so just doing 10 of these ones, pushing in and out. These ones are tough if your rucksack is very heavy. If it's not, go 20. So pushing in and out for 10. Keep your rucksack nearby because you're going to need that for the chest pushes on the floor. After your 10 pushes standing, you've got your 10 press-ups. Just one set of 10 press-ups for me. Try and manage them on your toes if you can. Remember that chest between the thumbs, shoulders over the wrists. And then once you finish your 10 press-ups, coming onto your back with your rucksack for 10 pushes up with the rucksack. And 10 here, good stuff. Excellent work, guys. You don't need the rucksack, you don't need the resistance bands. Up you pop, one round of cardio, and then we're going to finish off with our 100 reps of core. Right, okay. 10 exercises, 10 times, 100 reps, you know the drill. Last time of doing this one, and then we will go down onto the mat for some core. Right, when you're ready, star jumps, let's go. 10 star jumps. And then after your 10 star jumps, straight to 10 spotted dogs. Straight to 10 burpees. Last time we're doing this. Stuff. And then after your burpees, you've got your 10 heel kicks. So make sure you're kicking the bottom each time. Then you're down for your squat thrust. Nice straight line of the body. Jumping the toes in and out 10 times. And then after your 10 squat thrusts, up for your 10 high knees. Get those knees up nice and high. Really driving with the arms on the high knees. Good stuff. So 10 high knees, back down, up your 10 mountain climbers. Good work, guys. After your 10 mountain climbers, your 10 side shuffles on the home straight now. Nice and light on the toes, little shuffles. Excellent work. And then after your 10 side shuffles, 10 knee to elbow. Nice twist in the core. And then your 10 side to side jumps. Excellent work, guys. Walking around a bit, grab a drink. We are done. Just a bit of core work to do, and we are finished. Okay, just walking around a bit, don't just suddenly stop, and then when you're ready, down onto your mat for our last bit of work. Okay, it's all the core now to finish off. So our first one is in a side plank. So you're into your side plank. Level 1, knee is on the floor, lifting the hips up. We're doing an arm twist and a leg raise. Make sure the hips are not dipping down. Level 2, keeping the feet stacked up on top of each other. Again, make sure those hips don't come down towards the ground. So leg raise. After the arm twist, 10 of those. So one arm twist, one leg raise is 1 rep. And we're going to be doing 10 on each side. So really squeeze this side part of the body up as high as you can. I'm going to show you 10 onto the other side. Remember, level 1, you can have the knee down, with the arm twist and leg raise. Level 2, stack the feet up. And you're in a nice long line, but again, if you're finding when you do the leg raise, you're dipping, come down onto one knee and you can really lift the hips and ribs away, and you can lift that leg without any worries. Excellent work. Once you've done your side plank, you're coming down onto your mat, and we got dead bugs. Please take a bit of practice. Your knees are at 90 degrees, your hands are up straight. You're going to lower your right leg, and your left leg's going to go over your head, and you're going to bring everything in together. And then on the other side. So opposite arm and leg stretch out, the others stay up over your chest. You're going to be 20 here. Pull the tummy into the spine. Nice long arm and leg for me. Nice gentle core exercise, but very good for getting those muscles deep down in the core working. So 20 here, opposite arm, opposite leg. If I take a while to get it right, just only move one arm and one leg is the key. The others need to stay in the middle. 20 here, so each one is 1. Good work. Want the home straight now. So 20 dead bugs for me. It's good to test the brain as well while you're exercising and having awareness of where your body is and how it's moving. Good work, guys. And then once you've done your 20 dead bugs, your legs are coming up for your reverse crunches, pushing up and release. Little movement, not swinging. The legs shouldn't be going over your head. They're just pushing up and release. Take the arms off if you think you're going to cheat by pushing those hands up onto the floor. 20 here for me. Almost done. A little movement, pushing up. Really squeeze those lower glutes to push up. Sorry, lower abs to push up. Not glutes, wrong side. Good work, guys. So 20 of your reverse crunches for me. And we are almost done. And then after your 20 reverse crunches, squeezing, pushing up towards the floor, we've got leg extensions. You can either go single, one leg at a time, each leg counts as 1. You can go double, but just do 10 if you're doing the double. So it's up to you. Do 20 if you're doing the single. Really make sure you're looking after that lower back. I find myself with the doubles, I really start to struggle about here, so I'm not going to go any lower. Sometimes it's just best to stick with the singles. The heel is not going onto the floor. The other leg is staying up nice and tall. Good stuff. So you've got your 20 leg extensions or 10 double leg extensions. You want to make it harder, you can do a little crunch at the top here. So make sure you're watching that lower back. And then last bit of work, nice and easy, we're into a plank position. And we've got, I'll give you a choice, you've got up and down arms, just doing 10, or you've got 10 Spider-Mans. So the knee coming towards the elbow, getting a nice little crunch on the side. So choice there, you've got 10 up and down. Trying to keep that body as still as you can, or you've got the 10 Spider-Man. And then when you're ready, once you finish those ones, bring the heels of the hands towards the knees, arch back upwards, and get a nice stretch through the lower back from all that core exercises. And then while we're here on our knees, we're just going to stretch out the hip flexors. So when you're ready, just join in when you're done. Then take one step forward. You're going to tuck the pelvis underneath, and you're going to ease into that stretch all the way down the side. You're going to reach up and then reach over. You're going to get a nice stretch down the side of the body, and you're getting more into those hip flexors there. Good stuff. And we count to about 10 or 12. Coming back with the bottom towards the heel. Put that toe up in front of you, up towards the ceiling. Hamstring stretch while we're down here. So bring the bottom down towards the heel, the back leg, and the front leg is nice and straight and the toes pointing up towards the ceiling. So a nice stretch on the back of the legs. And then when you're ready, stopping over to the other side. Really important you tuck that pelvis underneath. So just go straight into this one. If you tuck the pelvis underneath, you shouldn't be able to go as far, but that stretch works a lot better. And then reaching up and then over to the side, so you elongate that stretch into that hip flexor. If you've got tight hip flexors like me, you'll really feel that. Although it's almost like from your hip bone down the front of your leg there. Mine's very tight on this side. And then coming back, bottom towards the heel, toe pointing up to the ceiling, hamstring stretch. And again, taking that torso as low as you feel comfortable to feel that stretch on the back of the legs. Excellent work. And then when you're ready, carefully come up to standing. And we're just going to finish off our stretches here. So quad stretch, heel up to bottom, knees together, push the hips forwards, getting a nice stretch through on the front of the leg. And then count to about 10. And then bring that same ankle over the knee out to the side, getting a nice stretch into the side glutes, holding onto something if you need to. Excellent work. And then the same on the other side. So quad stretch, hip up to bottom, push those hips forward so you really feel the stretch through the quads. And again, count to 10. And then bringing that ankle over the knee out to the side, sitting back. You should feel a nice release into the glutes. And again, like me, this side is very tight for me, so I can really feel that one. Good work, guys. And last bit of stretch. So arm up, take the arm behind you, stretching off the triceps. And then the same on the other side. And then quick upper back stretch, round those shoulders, pushing out, stretching off, putting the shoulder blades apart, getting a nice stretch through the upper back. And then the chest, arms out to the side or behind, whichever one works for you. And then last bit for the lower back, reaching up and then rolling yourself down, and you should feel that release along the lower back there. Excellent work, guys, well done. Oh.